Hey, what's going on, everybody?
Welcome to our channel, Kicking It with the Lowrys. I am Jasmine.
And I'm Shad.
And today we're going to be talking with you guys about creating a holistic plan for your 2021 goals.
Yeah, 2021, like if you're watching this right now, it might even be 2021, and that's okay. But I think the biggest thing is to get started, man. We want everybody who's watching this video to feel excited about knowing and feeling excited about what your goals are. All right, yeah, so basically what we want to do, what we want to talk about in this video today, we want to hit on the different types of goals that you can actually apply or kind of make application to. So this year has been 2020 has been like, it's been a year that we are excited to move on from, but I think we've learned a lot. So we don't want to take it for granted, but at the same time, it's a lot of loss, a lot of emotions, so many things that we've experienced. I know Jasmine and I and our family actually experienced having the coronavirus. And so that's something that we know that is not a game. So yeah, I don't know if you wanted to add anything to that.
Yeah, I mean, knowing we tried everything that we could to protect our family, right? We had a game plan, right? So took our oldest son out of school. He's home. I'm homeschooling him. Just wearing our masks, social distancing, doing all of those things, and trying to make sure that as business owners, that we were creating space to try to be unique with servicing our customers in like a safe way. But that all started with planning, right?
Yep.
But even with the plans, there still were setbacks. And we want to make sure that we're sensitive to that and that we acknowledge that as we're going into 2021, because we don't know what is ahead of us. But as we often say, and we'll say it now, that our faith is at the anchor of all that we do. So because of that, we are going to take our plans, we're going to write them, we're going to dream big, yet also know, look, like ultimately God is in control, right? So let's hop into what these holistic topics
Right.
are. All right.
So the first thing that you definitely want to take into consideration for yourself is your own health and wellness. So you definitely want to have a plan for how to keep yourself to be your best self, to make sure that you are taking care of yourself. Self-care is just really important.
So good.
So making sure that you're not just self-care, but just your physical body, just making sure that you have, you go ahead and just schedule some doctor's visits, do what you got to do.
Yeah.
Having business and professional goals. And I think this is scary for a lot of people at times, but it's one of those things that you have to, you got to just kind of take the leap in. You got to invest in yourself, you know what I'm saying? And so that's another one. You want to hit on a couple of them?
Sure. And then fun and leisure. Rashad will tell you. He said fun is my middle name because I'm all about that. I realized that in order to be our best selves, you have to create space to just have fun, be in the moment, enjoy the fruit of your labor, enjoy your family and your friends. If 2020 taught us anything, don't take people or even places for granted, right? So that's important. Relationships, so that's tied in. Don't take your significant other for granted. There's a special journal that I purchased, Shad, for Christmas, and it has a section that talks about romance. Is that right? I think I saw that word. So schedule your date nights, even if they're quarantined. So important.
And that's not just romantic relationships, because there's a romance section here too. But just relationships in general. So like your friends, your family, like
that's true.
So many times I've just thought about like, man, like I just miss seeing these people, and I think 2020 has been a way for us to recognize the value of relationships like never before. And so, the people that you love, the people that you want to grow and continue being in relationship with, like make a plan. Like, and this is actually one of the hardest ones, to be honest. is making time for relationships.
Yeah.
It's really, really hard, but it's worth it at the end of the day.
Right.
Spiritual and soul goals. So let your soul glow with some goals, right? So I would say you have to make a plan for growth in your spirit. So I've always heard, well, not always heard this, but I remember hearing that we are not human beings having a spiritual experience, but we're spiritual beings having a human experience. And so if we keep that in mind and make sure that we have the right perspective, like we have to invest in our soul care and make sure that we understand who we really are. You know, this body here is just that. It's a body. It's not exactly who we are. This stays here when we're gone. So we got to make a goal to make sure we take care of our soul.
You do.
Bars.
That's right. There we go. You got the bars, and I'll be snacking. And okay, so that's what you were saying. There's another specific section for romance and intimacy. So sorry, y'all. Make sure that you schedule that time with your spouse or your significant other.
Did you say schedule that?
Schedule that. I used to believe that was something that was not needed, but I'm realizing as 2020 has taught us that it's really important, as Shad was saying, to not take for granted people. And we have 3 kids. So those of you that don't know, we have 3 kids, a 1-year-old, a 3-year-old, and a 6-year-old. So things get wild and crazy around here. And if we're not careful, all of our energy and our time is being put, it's being put into serving those little beautiful humans. And financial. This is definitely a great topic, specifically for both of us. When you are in a relationship and you have a spender and you have the saver, you have to have those conversations. So please make sure that you write that down as well and have those goals. And if you don't mind.
So that's a big one. Financial goals, I think, like for so many people, just growing in their money, and it's huge.
Yeah, especially with this pandemic too. I know it's changed a lot of people's financial situations.
Exactly.
Especially those of us that have small businesses, things may have looked different. Which rolls into this next.
Right. Exactly. I was going to say that's a good segue. Is thinking about goals for giving back is really, really important. Which kind of really ties into so many of these other ones, like your health and wellness, relationships, spiritual soul care, maybe even financial goals, and maybe even fun. Like you can hit on all these different goals, even business wise, then it into your business. How are you giving back? How are you blessing someone else's life? How are you stewarding what you have? And so that can be with your time, your talent, your treasure. It's not always about just giving money, but what I'm learning is that like part of being a philanthropist is not about just being a millionaire with a lot of money. You can practice philanthropy with whatever you have. So it's really about your heart. And so I think giving back is key. And I'm not just talking about tithing at church. I mean like giving to, sometimes you can feel guilty about, oh man, like I want to help out, but I got to give to my church or I got to give to my place of worship. And it's like, you know what? I'm not trying to, listen, I ain't trying to get in trouble here, but I'm going to say this, like you have to always prioritize what you feel is important for you. And we have values that we want to actually put time into, put money behind, put our money where our mouth is. And even what our talents can do to be of service to other people. So yeah, I think that's what makes us feel alive, makes us feel good when we know we can actually help someone else.
That's right. That's powerful. That's really powerful and true, because we've been recipients of that, like people using their time and their talents and their treasures, and it may not always be money, and it's blessed us. So that's perfect. And
that was it.
Oh, you finished it all?
Yeah, that was the last one.
I just looked down and I was like, wait, that was everything. So there you guys are. We are really excited for you guys and all of the fantastic, I don't know if I should have said fantastic. That's a teacher and me coming out. Fantastic, wonderful. But it's true. It's true. Let me lean into that. But it's true. Like we are really excited. I will try. But we're really excited about all that 2021 has in store for us. And as we prepare, we hope that you will approach this next year with a holistic approach, making sure that your goals are simplified so they're not so overwhelming and daunting that you get stagnant, right? So we wish you guys well, many blessings, and Have fun.
Cheers to the new year.
Cheers.
See y'all in 2021.
See y'all.
All right. Peace out.
Bye.
All right. Make sure you subscribe. Comment below about what goals that you have or which ones that you're most looking forward to accomplishing.
Yep. We can't wait to read them in the comments. And actually, we'll leave some of our goals in the comments as well. All right. Bye, guys. See you guys.